What's going on, you guys? Ray here, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping into another brawler strategy guide on Darryl. Now, I thought what better time to do it now that he's so good in the current meta. I'd rank him in the top 3. So make sure you guys are practicing with him because he's super good and he's going to help you guys get that overall trophy count up. So let's jump on into the strategy guide. So to start things off, Darryl is a super rare brawler, so he's generally pretty easy to get your hands on. If you guys are having troubles getting him out of the brawl boxes, they do offer a super rare brawl box in the shop, which may be a bit easier to get if you have some of the other super rare brawlers as well. So next, moving on to Darryl's type. So Darryl is a short range brawler. He fits under that category of a tanky shotgunner type, so he excels when he gets closer to the other brawlers. So this means you guys should be playing him somewhat strategically in the brush, trying to pick opportunities to flank the other brawlers. So moving on to Darryl's role, so he excels in harassment and pressure. So because Darryl has so much health, you can kind of be annoying to the other team, pushing them away from objectives. Say in smash and grab, you are trying to get control over the mine. Darryl can do a great job at harassing the other team and pushing them back so your team can gain control over the center mine. So next, moving on to Darryl's attack. So Darryl's attack at base level does 360 damage and at max does 486 damage per shell. So because Darryl shoots twice, he can do double that, and because he is a shotgunner, he does way more damage when he gets close. Now moving on to his range, it's 5.5 tiles, which is a little bit longer than Bull's, so he's a little bit better at that control poke damage than Bull would be, just to keep them back away from the main objective. Next, we're going to jump into his health. So Darryl is a tanky brawler. He fits into that category of Primo and Bull. He doesn't have as much health as Primo or Bull, but he is very, very close, and he outweighs a lot of the other brawlers in terms of health. So with this in mind, you can play him a little bit more aggressively, take a lot of damage from your team, and do a lot of pressuring. Like we said, you want to be somewhat aggressive with Darryl in certain situations. Now, at his minimum health with no level, he has 5,000 health, and maximum level he has 6,750, so pretty tanky. So following that, let's jump into his super. So in my eyes, I feel like Darryl's funnest thing is his super. You can do a lot of awesome things with his super if you are careful with it. It is very good, and it can be very risky at the same time. So let's jump into the damage first. So at minimum level, it does 640, so not a whole lot. Still has enough damage to do that extra damage if you need it to the entire team. So once you level up your super all the way to maximum, it's going to be doing 864. So again, not a whole lot of damage. It can be good for that last umph if you need it, but you got to be careful. Now, where his super really comes into play is his utility. So the range of his super is 21 tiles. He can get moving. He has a lot of mobility with his super, and because it ricochets, you can do a lot of cool things, such as in smash and grab. If there's a lot of gems in the middle, you can plan it where you're going to go into the gems, pick them up, and then bounce off a wall to safety. So you can do a lot of awesome things with Darryl's super. For instance, another thing that I like to do as well in game is if you're down by a lot and you really need to get to the other end of the spawn quickly to either pick up some kills and bounty or destroy or kill the other brawlers to pick up their gems, Darryl can be really, really useful in getting to the other person's spawn very quickly if you don't run into any of the walls. So Darryl's super, very, very high in utility, which is really, really good. Next, jumping into Darryl's star power. Now, I gotta say his star power is one of the more underwhelming star powers in the game. Now, it is useful in certain situations, which makes it not the worst star power in the game. However, it's just not as useful as some of the other ones. So when you're in your super, when he's tucked in his barrel, he reduces all damage taken to him by 80%. Now, the reason is not that crazy good. It may sound good on paper, but it's incredibly difficult to hit Darryl while he's in his role. Now, it could be good if you're trapped in between some walls, bouncing back and forth like a crazy Darryl that he can be. It can be good for tanking some damage, because then you can actually, the brawlers on the other team can actually line up their shots a little bit easier on you. But in the larger scheme of things, it's not a crazy good star power. So if you guys are thinking about maxing him out, you could get up to that 42 mark where you don't get the star power. It's not going to be a crazy big difference. So next, jumping into his upgrade priorities. So because Darryl is a tank, he relies heavily on his health. So I recommend upgrading his health first. Now, on the other hand, he is a shotgunner, so his attack is also very important. So in my eyes, I feel like health is just a tiny bit more important than attack, but you should be upgrading them somewhat in tandem. So maybe start with the health tree and then work on the attack tree right behind it. Now, his super, again, like I said before, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so it's more for the utility. So you don't have to really worry about upgrading the super as much as attack and health. So next, let's talk about the game modes you guys should be bringing Darryl into. So first things first, he is excellent in Heist. Now, there are so many team strategies revolving around Darryl, and it's because of his super. When you get behind in their spawn by using your super to travel all the way up there to the safe, you can really take a lot of distraction away from your other two brawlers on your team. Also, you can do a lot of damage to the safe by yourself. So Darryl, really good in Heist. So next, Darryl is actually very good in Brawl Ball. Because he can stun people with his super, he can make people drop the ball. He is a tank, so he can apply a lot of damage without dying in the game. He's just very good at being that aggressor, again, in Brawl Ball. So highly recommend you bring him into that as well. So the next game mode is Showdown. Now, he is somewhat good in Showdown. There are several other brawlers that you guys should be bringing into Showdown over Darryl, but he can hold his own. Because of his health, he can stay alive for a good long time, and he can take out the boxes generally pretty quickly. Now, Bounty, you gotta be careful for Bounty just because he may not get the maps that you really desire. Now, some maps he can do really good in, like Snake Prairie and Temple Catacombs, but other than that, some of the longer range maps he can do pretty bad on, so make sure you're being selective on the maps that you're playing. So now jumping into the special event game mode. So boss fight, he's definitely much better in. He's good as the boss and good at taking down the boss. So highly recommend you bring him into it. I generally bring in Darryl a lot. And then the final special event is Robo Rumble, and I highly recommend you don't bring Darryl into Robo Rumble. There's a very specific team strategy in Robo Rumble that works, and there's other team strategies that just don't work as well. So make sure you guys are studying up on the team strategies that work, such as Colt, Ricochet, and Barley, maybe a Spike in there sometimes, but those team strategies seem to work the best. So it's very specific, and Darryl just doesn't fit in there. So guys, for the remainder of the video, we're going to be jumping into some gameplay, showing some of the things that I like to do with Darryl in game. Now, we're going to be jumping into Heist, so let's see how we can't do. Now, disclaimer, I'm not the best at Heist. I generally stay away from the game mode quite a bit, so I feel like we'll do somewhat good. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so starting things off, we got a Bull and a Darryl, so I don't know how this is going to go. Okay, so we got a Darryl on the other team as well. So let's see if we can't get back there. Basically, what we want to try to do is level up our super as fast as we can. Okay, so is he going to take us out? Okay, so we're getting close to our super here. It looks like we got a Brock on our team as well. So let's get into this. Basically, with Heist, you got to have lucky pushes. You got to get in there once or twice and just get a lot of damage off. You got to get lucky. So we got our super here. Okay, so I'm trying to kind of signal to the Bull to jump in because he's got his super as well. Okay, is he not taking the bait? Okay, so let's go on the other side, so we don't want the Bull over there. Okay, let's get on back there. Okay, I guess. Alright, so that worked out pretty good actually. Okay, so getting some good damage in on the safe. Alright, so we're at 64 damage here. Bull is jumping in as well. Brock's tossing down his super. We're at 36% at 1 minute and 17 seconds. So we got to work on getting our super again. Alright, this is looking good. Okay, here we go. So that was a good first push. Alright, let's slowly get our super. Alright, so let's heal up a little bit. Okay, we got a minute to do something, guys. Okay. Alright, so we're close to our super. Alright, we got our super. Alright, so let's heal up. Let's wait for the Bull. Where's the Bull? Is he playing? Okay, we got 50 seconds. Okay, looks like he's going back there. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, guys. Yes, guys, awesome. Darryl's just so good at Heist. He can just jump in there and at least get some sort of damage off on the safe. So, guys, we're picking up star player, and I said I'm not that good at Heist. So, maybe Darryl's just OP at Heist. So, make sure to try him out, guys. He's really, really good. Let's jump into another one, see if we can't get lucky again and get attacking. I remember back in the day, Heist just was not that good for attacking. But maybe the tides have changed with our main man, Darryl, here. Alright, so let's jump into another one. Let's see. Okay, so we got defense. Cool. So let's see how we can't do on defense. Looks like they got a Darryl on the other team as well. Looks like he's just a staple character to have around the board. We also have a Ricochet. Okay, so let's just keep them back. I think I'm just going to be really, really aggressive, kind of keeping them in their spawn as long as possible. But we don't want the Darryl to get his super too fast. Looks like he does have his super. Alright, so trying to take him out before he takes us out. Okay, so we're taken out by the Ricochet. Okay, so we got to be careful for the Darryl. I'm going to be really, really close to our spawn here because it looks like our two players have the other brawlers at bay. So I'm just kind of waiting for the Darryl to come back here. Waste his super there. Okay, taking out the Ricochet. So I'm just going to stay back here. Let's see if this works. Alright, come here, Darryl. Use your super. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Do it. Do it, man. We got a minute and 32 seconds, 30 seconds to keep him back. Alright. I'm not sure if this is a good strategy. Like I said, guys, I don't play Heist a whole lot. Okay, we got to take out this turret quickly. Okay, so we're doing a good job. They're at 65%. Why don't we be somewhat aggressive here? Okay, it looks like they're pushing him back a little bit. If Bull's going to take this kind of position here and keep them kind of back in their spawn, we'll make sure to help out. Keeping them back a little bit. Okay, so I don't know why Brock did that. Took down some of our walls, which is not a good thing. Okay, taking out the Rico. Guys, we got 50 seconds left. Come on, we can do it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, so taking about 2% left. I don't know how this is going to go, guys. I guess attacking is just the OP. Now in Heist. So guys, sometimes it's just hard to defend against the attackers, but let's see if we can't get attack again. Okay, here we go. Let's jump on into another one, and then let's see if we can't end on a good streak here. Okay, I want attacking first. It's so much fun just rolling up there with Darryl. Alright, so we are defending again, and we got a Piper. I don't think that's gonna go very well. But that's the risks you guys run in going with randoms. So here we go. So we got a Dynamite, a Barley. Good job. It looks like Piper's actually doing a pretty good job over there. Okay, so let's get up here. We're just going to be kind of aggressive while these guys stay back. Nice, Piper doing good. Okay, let's get up there. Let's be super aggressive. Almost taking out the Dynamite. Let's just be like really, really aggressive, guys. Keeping them back. Okay, here we go. So just distracting as long as possible. Looks like we were taken out by the Dynamite though there. Okay, let's get back up there and be really, really aggressive as well. Again. Okay, looks like Dynamite is getting a lot of good damage on the safe. I don't like it. Nice. Colt is doing an excellent job. Okay, here we go. Alright, good job, Colt. Okay. Staying away from the Dynamite. Let's keep this Darryl at bay. He's got his super. Okay, he's rolling up. He's rolling up. Maybe we can get up there as well. Nice. Okay, so minute and 12 seconds. Here we go. Okay, we got a Barley. No, don't do that, Barley. Don't. Guys, Barley, oh my goodness. So Barley was able to take it out very, very quickly. So it really looks like attack is the thing to go for. I know you have no control over it. I remember when defense was the best thing in the world. But attacking is really, really good, even when you're defending with Darryl. So guys, I think that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed the Darryl strategy guide. I really enjoy making these strategy guides. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like on it so I know that you guys enjoyed it as well. Also, comment below on a strategy guide that you guys would like to see. Who are you guys having troubles with? I'd really like to break that brawler down just to pick them apart so that we all learn a little bit more about that brawler as well. So guys, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.